I'm Joseph the Voice, and tonight I'm going to be letting you guys know a little bit about myself, a little bit about my background, and kind of how I got into this position where I'm now in front of you talking tonight on YouTube. So, about, let's see, we could probably go a few years back. A lot of my true ambition and drive to kind of enter into the gaming industry happened when I actually stepped away from working with the Milwaukee Admirals. They are an AHL hockey team located in Milwaukee, and I had just stepped away from kind of being a front of house, staff for them, helping them on, daily grinds when they're actually at home, helping facilitate things. And what is up, Hunter? How you doing today? So I was kind of helping facilitate things on the front end, kind of learning, a little bit about the works and how to do things. And essentially what I ended up doing was leaving there and kind of looking for other opportunities. I had two possible kind of opportunities that were presented in front of me. Based off a visual perspective, I was like, I can stay here and see if I can get an in with Not Your Parents' Basement Gaming Lounge and work towards potentially helping build up that brand and see what I can do from there. Or I can move out to Colorado and help out a friend with an up-and-coming company that he had. And I chose to stay, where my roots are from. I'm born in Milwaukee. I've been raised in Racine almost my entire life. I went up to school up in Madison. I'm a Horlet grad for high school, but I went up to Madison Media Institute for college. I ended up getting my entertainment media business bachelor's degree, as well as I'm a certified audio engineer, and I have a associate's degree for applied sciences as well. And essentially that led me into working for the Admirals, which essentially staying in like the media field and spending a lot of times around videographers and doing a lot of stuff. I've had a lot of time to kind of just hang out and see what what's going on. And hello to everybody who is there. I can't really see the chat. It's not really scrolling too good. I got Hunter, it looks like we got Victor Titos in the house. BPD Gaming is here as well. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. I appreciate everyone who is here hanging out. But yeah, I basically went from working, in those fields. I rage quitted. That's it. It's ratings. Oh, this is great. This is great. What is up? I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. I love this. I love this. All right. So from me working for the Milwaukee Admirals, like I said, that led into my kind of me delving into other options. Well, I actually worked at Brosman's Meat Market for a little bit and was, kind of building into that more. Kind of just having a job to kind of just, keep me steady, keep some money in my pocket. First, I was working in the back end, then I was working in the front end. And I loved it, honestly, because it built more structure to my life working there, because I met a gentleman named Shane Brosman. He's the owner of Brosman's Meat Market. He's a very, very wonderful man. If you guys ever get the chance to check him out, he's actually located up 6 Mile, not too far from my house. Wonderful person. He's done a lot to, just kind of help me see life from a different eye's view. And I really do appreciate it. People are turning up and everything. Am I live on Twitch as well? I'm not even sure. But a lot of people are chatting. Is this just on YouTube? You guys are awesome. I love you guys. Turn up, turn up. I love you guys. So we're working for Brosman's Meat Market was a huge, confidence. Yes, Twitch is live. Okay, well then I guess we're live on both. So this is gonna be, I guess, dual casted. I didn't mean to do that, but I tried something today, and apparently I'm on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. You're watching me on Twitch. Okay, so I got people from Twitch and YouTube here. This is actually kind of awesome. So if you guys want to hop over to my YouTube, this is supposed to be only on YouTube. It wasn't supposed to go to Twitch. I tried to mark it just for the one, but apparently it did it for both. It says I'm only on YouTube, but whatever. I'm here for both now, apparently. So we're doing something different today. I'm just kind of hanging out. I'm kind of just, shooting the breeze. I guess you guys are all going to be a part of the entire process of what's going on here, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube. I didn't expect this. Now the audience has changed, but I love it. I love it. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being here, Jenna. Thank you. I appreciate that. Look at this handsome guy. I appreciate you, Islander. I appreciate you as well, Jenna. You guys are awesome. You guys have been super supportive of me, and I absolutely appreciate that. So today we are on episode 1 of what I like to call JTV Entertainment Group's episode 1, Joseph the Voice, the man behind the voice. So I don't even know, what does my title say? Can somebody change my title for Twitch? Because I did not think I was going to be live on Twitch at all. Actually, I'm going to open up my dashboard real quick and change that, because everything's kind of changed now that I'm live on both. This is interesting. No, okay, so it's still titled that. Okay, so all right, this is interesting. I'm sorry if it's a little unstable over there on Twitch. Hop over to YouTube; it's a little bit better. I can post my link if you go right here. Go here, everybody, go there. That's where I would love you guys to be. Come and bring the love over there. No, I'm not. None of the Twitch stuff is going on today. I promise you that. I'm not going to be doing the Twitch, like the channel point stuff. Please don't use channel points. This is supposed to be a YouTube thing. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry because I didn't expect to be live on both. I was really some today. I was trying to see if I could sign in through my YouTube and still use my Streamlabs to stream only to Twitch, but it looks like I am doing it on both now. So yeah, I'll drink the water real quick, but we're not gonna be doing the channel point things today. So if you guys click channel points, I'm going to have to look afterwards. I'm gonna have to refund that to you, but we're only gonna be doing the focus is today. I'm gonna be talking about a little bit about myself, letting you guys know a little bit about myself, giving you guys a little insight to the background of kind of how I got here and what has kind of pushed me to want to do this. So back to my story. So Brosman's Meat Market, I kind of leave there and I'm looking for opportunities. Like I said, I had the one option to stay local, or I had the other one to kind of move out of state. I decided to stay local. Interesting, it did both. Yeah, I don't know. So, but I appreciate you guys being here nonetheless. So I ended up deciding to stay local. I ended up meeting a gentleman named Ian Ballantyne. He is the owner and operator of Not Your Parents' Basement Gaming Lounge, where I came in and I came to him with an idea of how I can kind of help market things, how we can kind of move together, and how things will be facilitated a little bit. And oh, thank you very much for those bits. Here I have some schmeckles. I love you. Thank you very much for that. So I ended up meeting Ian, and our friendship kind of blossomed from our love of playing video games to begin with. We would play board games together. We'd go and play Pokemon Go, and that was a huge craze going on because I'm a Pokemon fan. This little guy right here, Victini, is actually one of my favorite Pokemon for many various reasons, but that's a Pokemon I like. But aside from all that, I feel like I'm getting sidetracked. Sorry. Basically, yeah, we had a love and a passion for gaming, and it kind of like, I threw him some ideas and stuff like that. And I understand being a first-time business owner, you're not just gonna, bite on the hook of every single idea that somebody throws out there to you. So what the idea was to essentially find a way that I can make myself useful for the brand. And initially when I came in, and I actually did start working there, the idea that I had came up with was utilizing my strengths within the sports realm. So I had worked for the Milwaukee Admirals. I've been a coach. I've been an umpire. I played baseball for many years. I played football for many years. And it got to a point where I was like, you know what? This is my wheelhouse and I can do good with this. So I was like, hey, you want to run Madden tournaments, you want to run 2K tournaments, you want to start building up, the sports scene. This is what we're going to do. And I was like, okay. So he ended up liking the idea, and he was like, yeah, why don't you come in and we're going to start, trying to get more tournaments ran, and we're going to start building up, the process and how this is all going to be working. And I came in, and within a few weeks, I was already like, hey, we have to have weekly meetings. We have to start talking about on a weekly basis where we're going to be going, how we're going to be building things, and, growing from there. So, or no, it wasn't weekly, monthly meetings or something like that. Like it was a process of essentially, we needed to start grouping up more and talking so that we could figure out where this beast of a machine was going to go to. We had, 25 computers to start out with. We didn't have a retro collection initially. I actually ended up bringing that in myself over time, where it just kept on growing and growing and growing. I'd bring all my video games down there so people could just play with them. I'd go and pick up lots all the time, bring them down there, and ended up growing to a huge, massive collection. We also, started building up on D&D. We ended up having Twin Dragon Games, so Dan and Christine, wonderful, wonderful people. I love them very much. If you guys ever get the chance to check them out, they're local here in Racine. They're located right around the corner from the main hall there, right in the middle of town square. So go and check them out sometime. Wonderful people. They're, trading cards, board games. They do all the different stuff. They're actually also one of my sponsors on Twitch. They kind of help when it comes to facilitating giveaways and stuff like that. So much love to them and everything that they do. But they ended up coming in and kind of helping really, also lay down a foundation at the same time. So I'm kind of learning, I'm kind of building, I'm kind of growing. And essentially what ends up happening is we build this, this friendship, this relationship. I start learning about, more about Pokemon. I start learning about all these different games. And I step in where I'm needed to kind of help them out when they need it, whether it's, helping sort cards, whether it's, helping you know, just help kind of like manage, you know, their space, their area if they just needed help. But they did a lot themselves, and it's not like they necessarily needed the help. It's I wanted to help them because they were wonderful people, and they'd give me great advice. And you know, I, to be honest with you, I'm so proud of them and where they've kind of gone, and from where they've gone to where they are now, owning their own business, having their own establishment. How far Dan has came over the years that I've known him. He's a phenomenal person, and they do a lot. They are very community based. They are very loving, caring people. And you know, I'm proud to call them my friends, and everything that we did over these last few years to kind of build up the brand, build it outward, and you know, make more in the long run for everybody. You know, it really makes me happy, because at the end of the day, you couldn't ask for a better, you know, a better teamwork, a better, you know, network of people to be working with. So at the end of the day, I'm very proud of everything that we've done and where we've gone with that. But you know, time had built on, you know, relationships were building out. I had met different people in the industry. Another huge playmaker that came into my life was Guys Game and Beer. When I first kind of came into the picture and I started building towards this retro collection, kind of building into the gaming more, I love retro gaming. It was something that I really was passionate about, and I really wanted to build into and facilitate more into my life. So what I did is I started talking with them, and I started setting up, you know, little events that we could have so people could come in and play with the retro gear. And the thing is their collection, I'm telling you right now, it's so ridiculously crazy. It's so crazy. If you guys get the chance, go check out Guys Game and Beer. They're another wholesome group. They like to obviously drink beer and have some fun, but their collection is so massively awesome because it's so many guys that have came together as friends just to have a good time. And they'll bring their stuff out. They'll have their little festivals or have little events. The bar dunk is a whole thing in itself. I mean, these are some really awesome and phenomenal people that I've met, and they've really treated me like family and really brought me in. And they ended up, from meeting them, getting me into an opportunity with the Midwest Gaming Classic. So for 2 years, I was building in with the Midwest Gaming Classic, trying to. The first year I got there was absolutely phenomenal. Like, I get there and it's like I've never really been to a convention like this, really. Like, I've been to like car shows, I've been to stuff like that, but like you're on the floor, like and the thing is that's not exactly the same thing, because when I worked for the Milwaukee Admirals, I worked in the big exhibition hall during, you know, state fair and all that. I used to like work on the grounds and helping out with Summerfest, but this was a lot different. It was like a brand that I'm wholesomely building myself, and I'm kind of like the make it or break it in a way, in terms of like how like the showing's going to be, because you know, you got to be a showman. You got to show them that you have, you know, a great thing that you're kind of doing here, and you got to get people to want to be a part of the community. So, you know, I get out there, and the first few days I'm helping set up for the entire convention. I'm running around doing this, I'm running around doing that. Hey Dan, what do you need? Hey, what do you need? You know, and that's Dan Lucen, is a wonderful man who's really kind of been there in my corner. He's actually one of the guys who owner and operator of the Midwest Gaming Classic. Him and his buddy Gary do a wonderful job. I recently, they actually just recently started on Twitch themselves. If you want to check out TV MGC, they're doing a whole awesome thing over there. I'm actually going to be a part of it. It's actually going to be tournaments that we're going to be running over the next year to kind of help build up, you know, more on their foundation, because, you know, with COVID hitting, it really put a lot of people in a bad spot. So it's made it really hard to kind of, you know, break out from that. And they found a way to kind of facilitate online now and help build up more onto their brand, their image, and try to get themselves out there in a more wholesome way by inviting people in and making an entire community effort of this with the MGC, which that makes me really proud to be a part of. I'm a moderator for them, and I'm also going to be a host and tournament organizer for them over this next year, which just shows more. We're building into that. But back to the first year. So I'm there, I'm helping build, I'm helping, you know, set this up, set that up. We're heavy TVs, all this, like we're moving everything all over the place. And then, you know, the show hits, you know, you get ready, you show up early in the morning, and you're sitting there getting people hype about playing video games. I'm sitting there talking to them about esports, everything we've done down at Not Your Parents' Basement Gaming Lounge by building up. So esports for me has been a huge aspect of my life. And I'm sorry if you feel like I'm jumping around, but I'm trying to find a way to congruently kind of build it all together. But essentially with esports, what had happened is when we first started building up Not Your Parents' Basement Gaming Lounge, what we were trying to do was, you know, also get in tune with our community. So we started reaching out to, you know, the different high schoolers, telling them about how we want to try to help build up on this idea, tell them to talk to their teachers, tell them to talk to their, you know, their principal, tell them to talk to their counselors, whatever they got to do. And we ended up meeting a gentleman named James O'Hagan, who ended up coming down and really liking the establishment and kind of helping build into the foundation of what ended up becoming, you know, esports here in Racine. We ended up having 5 schools, Orlick, Park, Case, Real School, and Walden, that ended up all kind of building into it over the last few years. And we've kind of just like grown out, and it's been really beautiful because you see the relationship that these kids make and everything they're doing, and where they're growing, and all the friendships they're making, and the barriers that are being broken. And it's very beautiful. And for me, I had the pleasure of not only being able to help build it up on kind of having the facility aspect, but I was actually helping coach. The first year I helped coach Rocket League. The second year I ended up coaching Overwatch and Rocket League, and I had never even played Overwatch before, which was crazy. I never even picked the game up, so I was learning it while teaching it. And like Rocket League, almost at the same time, I'd been playing Rocket League for only a couple years, but in terms of what I knew in comparison to what you can actually do in that game, it was way different. It was like a night and day difference. So for me, it was kind of, it was a little hard, but I had a great group of kids around me. Devin Cortese did a wonderful job just kind of, laying down the law, holding down the structure in terms of being a leader. We know Uriel and, Luis, you guys were a wonderful help, just kind of, helping on the back end, facilitating, putting yourself in whatever position you need. The Torvacia brothers did a wonderful job filling in where needed over the years, and kind of building themselves more into the team atmosphere. And then all you guys on JV, Hunter, you've been a wonderful help. You've done a lot for me. Too sweet. What's up, buddy? So to anybody who's tuning in currently on Twitch, I didn't expect to be live on Twitch today. It was supposed to be a live YouTube video, but apparently I'm casting to both right now, and I didn't expect to do that, and I'm gonna have to fix that for the future. So much love to you. Too sweet to you. I'm not going to be paying a whole lot of attention to the chat over here on YouTube. I'm going to do my best. On Twitch, I'm not going to be able to facilitate chat too much because I'm trying to get everybody onto my YouTube. The whole point is to hop over to YouTube, be a part of the growth and the process we're making over here. We're making some awesome videos and doing a lot of stuff. And tonight, it's episode 1. You're learning about Joseph the Voice, the man behind the voice. I'm kind of letting you guys into my life, talking to you guys about how I've kind of built into the industry, some of the things that I've been involved in, some of the awesome people that I've met. And we're giving a lot of shout outs to the people who have really been wholesome and, just really, helpful to the growth and the foundation of what has become JTV Entertainment Group. So give me 1 second. So yeah. So from the Midwest Gaming Classic, and kind of building in that from, talking about esports and everything we're building in there. What ended up happening is, by year 2 of the MGC, Dan Lucen had liked what we had done so much in the first year in terms of how we were facilitating ourselves, how we presented ourselves as a business, that he actually asked me in the second year if I wanted to run a tournament on the main floor, and we were all for it. So we were getting ready to kind of build into making a huge tournament over at the Midwest Gaming Classic in year 2. And unfortunately, what ended up happening, so I moved over to YouTube. Wow, too sweet. Yeah, too sweet. See, there you go. I appreciate that. Much love to you. And anybody, remember that we do have a giveaway going on right now. I can actually pop that up real quick. There's a giveaway going on right now that if you follow me on Twitch, you subscribe to me on YouTube, you stop by my stream, and you write JTV Love, you'll end up getting entered into a contest. You got to make sure you screenshot when you follow me and when you subscribe to me, and you got to hop into my Discord. And what you'll end up doing is you'll end up being entered into this contest for your choice of an NES. Oh, 1 second. An NES or an SNES Classic. So I'm trying to do a giveaway too. I also have another giveaway going on right now, where I actually have my merchandise up finally. I was able to finally get that all worked out with my merchant, and I finally have that all up. So if you guys want to go and check that out, definitely go and check out, what's all going on over there, because it's fun. I have the stuff posted up in Discord right now. If you guys have any questions, you guys want a link, I can definitely try to post up a link. Right now, like I said, because I'm kind of on both right now, I didn't expect to be live on Twitch, so I'm trying to, keep it onto YouTube. And actually, I need to find out if I can, stop my... all right, I'm gonna raid somebody so that my streams, I don't know why it's doing this. I didn't want to be live on both, so I'm just going to continue anyway. So this is only going to be a one-time thing where it's live on both. But all right, so I have my merchandise up. That's a thing. And I feel like I'm all over the place. What I want to do is we're going to talk about what I'm doing right now later. We're going to talk about what has happened in the past now, okay? So Midwest Gaming Classic is where we left off. So the Midwest Gaming Classic, like I said, by year 2, getting ready to build into this tournament, getting ready to, be on this main floor and kind of make this whole facilitation of, what we're doing in terms of tournament structures, what we're doing in terms of, building up for esports more. And I also, at that exact same weekend, the exact same time, I had set up so that there was actually a Wisconsin esports night with the Milwaukee Admirals. So these kids were going to be able to go to the Admirals game. They're going to be able to get, shouted out for all the cool stuff that they did throughout the season. And they were going to get mad love thrown their way from all the fans and the understanding of where the future is kind of going with gaming. So I was really excited for that. And then unfortunately, COVID hits. So COVID hits, kind of strikes everything down a little bit, kind of knocks everything kind of down a notch. It, kind of bummed me out a whole lot, honestly, put me in a pretty interesting spot in life where I really had to find something to keep myself occupied and find a way to keep on building and connecting with people in different ways. So essentially, from doing, a daily grind of just being out there talking to people, relating with people, being, constantly around everybody, it got to a point where, you're inside all the time now. And, by early in the year, I had already, figured out I got to do something different. I got to switch it up. I got to get myself out there more. I got to figure this out. So what I started doing from there is I broke off and I started streaming a little bit. I started, on Not Your Parents' Basement Gaming Lounge, and I started streaming. It was called my Monday Night Community Rocket League. So I'd hang out with the students. We'd play Rocket League. We'd have fun. We'd kind of showcase the cool things that we're doing. And, it started to build out. I built a Discord. We'd group up there. We'd talk about stuff. We'd chat. We'd have a good time. And then, you'd move on from there. And the best part about it is the community that was built, the people that had started showing up, the love that had started being shown, it was just tremendous. I started running tournaments more online, and it gave me an understanding that I can do more with this. So I started streaming on my own platform. I started creating, the JosephTheVoice channel. I started building out there and having a fun time, just kind of, being me in front of the camera, having fun playing games, relating with people, bringing people in to, to have fun and, learn more about people, talk about different things. It became a very, very awesome, experience for me because, I never in a million years expected myself to be on, on my own platform talking. I always wanted to be in entertainment in some way because I've always had a strong passion for it. I've always had a drive to, want to put a smile on people's faces, make people, have a good time. And for me, seeing people, coming to my channel, showing me love, turning it up with me, it puts a huge smile on my face because I never expected to be in this role. So for me to turn here and tell I have my own merchandise that I'm putting out now. I'm now making a video on YouTube. I'm streaming on Twitch at least 4 days a week, sometimes 5, maybe even 6 times occasionally, based on collaboration opportunities. I met some of the most phenomenal people. At the beginning of this year, I got to meet Ahmad Green from the Green Bay Packers. I had the opportunity to build into essentially his family, not even just his brand, but like his family, where he's treated me nothing but like family, and it's been phenomenal. We started rating different NFL athletes, where we got to meet Chris Conley, I got to meet Austin Eckler, I got to meet, I work with Curtis Samuel, I got to meet Clifton Duck, and these are all different athletes that I got to meet from just like reaching out, networking, helping out other people. Like if I didn't reach out to Ahmad Green at the beginning of the year and be like, hey, I'm an esports coach, I run a gaming lounge and I'm trying to do this, like I wouldn't have gotten anywhere, to be honest with you. But it gave me the passion and the drive to want to do more, to want to reach out more, to want to network more. It gave me a little bit, more opportunity to reach out to people I didn't even think I'd be able to reach out to. I remember at one point, Ahmad Green was a part of something that was called the 2K Festival. It was called Columbia Records 2K Fest. And Columbia Records decided they were going to do a stream where they brought on a couple of their different artists. They brought up some athletes, and they had them basically playing together, playing 2K, playing Madden. And essentially what ended up happening was I came into chat to hype up Ahmad Green. I'm like, hey, AG, what's up? How you doing? Hyping things up. And then another moderator hops in. Her name's Notorious Afro, wonderful person. Hops in. She's like, hey, you guys need an admin, or you guys need a moderator, somebody to kind of hype this up. You guys should go ask JosephTheVoice if he'll do it. Shortly after, I got a message in my inbox, them asking me if I want to be their moderator. Like, the Sony Columbia Records. Hey, do you want to be our moderator? I was like, sure. I was nervous as hell. But I did it. And I had a wonderful time doing it, hyping it up, stepping it up one more time. And, I put myself in these uncomfortable positions because I want to grow. I don't want to just sit there stagnant. I want to find opportunities and keep growing. I want to create other opportunities for other people. You know, for me, working down in Not Your Parents' Basement Gaming Lounge, I've done, you know, summer programs with Merrill for career coaches of Wisconsin. And that's, you know, led me to meet a whole lot of different people. Denise Predney just recently got me an opportunity, which, hey, I think it's time to tell you guys. So I officially, as of Thursday, I'm going to be finalizing my paperwork. And I feel like I'm fast tracking things a little bit, but I'm so excited. I've been wanting to kind of tell people this for a while. I just needed to get everything kind of finalized. But as of Thursday, I will be finalizing my paperwork. I was asked by Denise Predney. She is one of the coordinators for extended learning in Racine Unified School District. I was asked at one point if I would like to be a part of the extended learning program. And I told her, of course, I would love to be a part of the extended learning program. So she said, hey, I want you to apply for this position where you will basically be able to propose your own program idea, and then you're going to be the one in charge of teaching it. And I was like, okay. So I proposed the idea of introduction to esports for students from the 8th grade to the 5th grade to the 8th grade level. So basically just getting out of elementary school, getting into, you know, middle school, and then getting, you know, ready for high school. So we're going to get them at all different stages of life in a very early adaptive, you know, time where they love to use these video games. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create opportunities for them. I'm going to showcase to them why you're hitting play, not just hitting play for any reason. Why are you hitting play? Why are you playing these games? Why are you doing this? You're not just, you know, going to school, coming home, and then playing video games. You have to have a structure to your life. You have to understand teamwork. You have to understand working together. You have to understand bonding with other people and working together to create more in this world. If we just, you know, always just want to go and hit play all the time, we're not actually learning anything. So creating a structure behind it and, you know, letting parents know that it's not just about games. It's about them learning. It's about them growing. It's about them breaking down some of these barriers at an early age where they feel accepted and acknowledged for the things that they're doing. So for me, I'm really, really excited because I'm going to be a program director for the elementary to middle school level for Racine Unified School District, teaching the introduction to esports. So to me, that's a huge opportunity for me over these years, just kind of building into esports, just trying to step into the different areas that I, you know, have been trying to do to kind of build more onto not just myself, but onto other people, and, you know, create these opportunities that are beyond myself, because, you know, I'm going to be gone at some point. There will at some point no longer be a Joseph the Voice. But while I'm here, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that what I do resonates beyond myself. Because it's not about me. It's about other people and creating opportunities beyond ourselves. Because, yes, I might not have had these opportunities when I was younger, but I'm not going to shame that fact. I'm not going to look down on it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to raise it up just like I would my neighbor, and, you know, build it up into a way that, you know, it's useful to the overall growth of you as a human being, so you can find the best version of yourself in a way. So if I can start getting these students at a younger age and building in, you know, to the structural idea, getting them ready, you know, for the high school level, because I'll be able to get them involved with high schoolers, seeing as I've already helped build up, and I know the high schoolers, and we'll keep on building down from there. And it's a beautiful thing, because now all the way from the college level all the way down to the elementary school level, essentially, there's going to be a tunneled system of basically structuring and teaching these children, you know, how to grow and expand themselves beyond just, like I said, hitting play. Because, I mean, even as a streamer, we all know there's a lot that goes to the background. You know, there's networking, there's, you know, facilitating, you know, making sure that things are being done properly in your Discord, making sure things are being done properly in your chat. There's a lot that goes into it. And, you know, for me, I like to make graphics. I like to make sure I have cool emotes. I like to make sure I have cool audio cues like this. Sweet. I like to make sure that, you know, people are having a good time while they're in my stream, or even, you know, watching my videos, so that you guys feel entertained and you guys feel like you're a part of it. So at the end of the day, I appreciate everything you guys have been doing. For me, this has been a phenomenal opportunity. Like I said, I couldn't ask for a better community. I couldn't ask for a better group of people to just kind of be around me, help support me, acknowledging all of the different things that I'm doing. People are already buying my merchandise, which is putting a huge smile on my face. And don't forget that if you buy my merchandise, you take a screenshot and you send that to me, you're going to be entered into a contest to win a JTV t-shirt. So let me know if you guys are interested in being a part of that. Let me know if you guys ever have any ideas, if you guys ever want to, you know, collaborate, if you guys want to chat, you know, you guys have things going on in your life and you can't find somebody to talk to. You know, Joseph the Voice is here. Joseph is here. I will do what I can to be there for you. I will help you out in any way that I can, because I don't personally myself like to feel like I'm alone in life. And the more that we can do to work together and help one another and help build people out of the darkness, or help them dig themselves from the deep, that's going to help us out a lot more in life than just focusing on just what can we do for ourselves. Is it just about me? What are we doing? So at the end of the day, I really appreciate everything all of you have been doing. If I missed anything and you guys want to know some more, we can always chat some more. I feel like roundabout, I kind of explained a good amount of my life and kind of where I've been, where I'm going. I mean, this is only the beginning. This JTV Entertainment Group video is only the beginning. It's only going to go up from here. There's only going to be more coming. So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Like I said, do not hesitate to reach out. I'll be here, and we can chat it up. We can play some games. We can do some stuff. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful